It's time to talk politics now, and we're joined by Labour MP Chris Hipkins and National MP Jami-Lee Ross. Welcome, gentlemen.
Morning.
Can I start with you, Jami-Lee? Why is National against minimum alcohol pricing?
Well, it's a good idea if you want to see a whole lot of responsible drinkers adversely impacted and you want to see a whole lot more profit going to the industry. We're not sure that minimum pricing is necessarily the right thing to do. There's some work going into it, but in principle, we're not necessarily sure we want to be doing it at the moment. Labour's proposing in their policy about a $2 per standard drink minimum price. That would lead to bottles of wine selling for no less than $16. Spirits that are 37 standard drinks would go for something like $70 odd, and we just think that's not necessarily the solution to the problem. It just means more money for the industry.
Jami-Lee, what National's pro-business? You like businesses to succeed, the economy to be healthy. Why are you worrying where the profits go? What we're talking about here is damage to New Zealanders through excessive alcohol consumption.
Yep, that's right, and what we're doing with our alcohol reform bill is we're bringing a whole lot of changes that will put restrictions in place for alcohol, such as making sure alcohol is not sold on every corner dairy around the place, making sure that local authorities and communities can have a say in where alcohol outlets go. But in terms of pricing, just putting in a minimum price we think will adversely impact responsible drinkers. It'll see anyone drinking a bottle of wine that they currently buy for less than $16 seeing a big price hike. That won't necessarily stop the problem drinkers from buying alcohol, but it will adversely impact the responsible person who only has a couple of glasses of wine every few days, who just wants to go along with their life drinking occasionally without causing problems.
Chris Hipkins, can I bring you in here? Have you got proof that using a minimum price for alcohol is effective in reducing problem drinking?
Oh, look, I'm not yet completely sold on a minimum price. For the Labour Party, this is a conscience vote, so every member makes their own decision on that. The National Party will get told how to vote by John Key. We in the Labour Party think our members should make an informed decision. I'm out there talking to my constituents about it. I'm interested to hear people's views. I'm not convinced at this point that a minimum price is the right way to go. I do think that there is a big problem that we've got in New Zealand with alcohol abuse at the moment, and we as parliamentarians need to all get out and listen to people, engage with people and show some leadership on it. So
what are your constituents telling you at the moment? That poll came out recently saying 56% are pro minimum pricing.
Yeah, there's a very mixed range of people, and I think it depends what the minimum price is, and it depends how the minimum price is applied. You know, we're talking, I think the thing that concerns people most are the really cheap, ready-to-drink products that you can buy at the local dairy, you know, and kids are buying them. They taste no different to a can of Coke or a can of Sprite. Those are the things that are really concerning people and that they want us to do something about. And the bill has other measures in it that go some way to dealing with those as well. So it's a question of weighing up all of the different challenges and all of the different options on the table.
Petra, one of the changes in the bill will be a restriction on advertising that targets minors. So people who sell alcohol products and they're targeting young people with their advertising, there'll be restrictions on that.
Jami-Lee, would you like to see this be a conscience vote, that MPs consult with their constituents and then come back and represent them in their vote?
Well, it's going to be a conscience vote for all parties on the age of drinking and when people can purchase alcohol. But we've taken the view that on the regulations around alcohol, around the location-based controls, no, those are party decisions, just like 99% of decisions in Parliament are party decisions, but the age has traditionally been a conscience issue. But the other issues that Chris is talking about, they haven't traditionally been conscience issues.
Well, they have actually. All issues around alcohol have traditionally been conscience vote issues. And what the National Party are saying is if you live in a Labour-held electorate, go and talk to your Member of Parliament, because they're actually going to have a view and they're going to be exercising a vote. If you live in a National Party-held electorate, don't bother talking to your local Member of Parliament, because John Key's going to be telling them how to vote.
Speaking of another conscience vote, the gay marriage issue, obviously causing a bit of strife among Labour MPs. Where's National on this, Jami-Lee? Obviously John Key's said where he's at, but most other MPs been quite quiet.
Well, that's a conscience issue and has always been a conscience issue as well, and will be conscience voting. I think what's really interesting about this whole gay marriage issue for the Labour Party is they're saying to New Zealanders, we want to be the next government, we think we can manage the country well, but really they're seeing a lot of internal discipline issues, a lot of problems with managing their message. They've got MPs actively warring with each other in the media. How can you say to New Zealanders you can be an alternative government when you can't even sort your own
Well, I
caucus.
think what we can say to New Zealanders is that we believe that this is a conscience vote. We have a wide range of views in the Labour Party. Members are entitled to express the views of their constituents and the people they talk to. They should refrain from attacking each other, and I think that's a very clear message that the whole Labour team got from David Shearer on Tuesday, is, play the ball, not the man. Focus on the issues, and that's exactly what Labour MPs are going to be doing from here on in.
Okay, Jami-Lee Ross from National, Chris Hipkins from Labour. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, Beth.